Hey guys, this is Sage Wisdom. Thank you guys for joining me. Okay, I'm going to do a reading for Leo or for anybody who have Leo in their chart today, okay? This is going to be from May through June. I'm going to start with my prayer. We're going to the overall energy, and then I'll get some cards to get more details about what's going on, okay? Thank you, God, for this opportunity to read for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign of Leo, but for anyone really that has Leo in their chart. I'm asking for clear messages from Source, from Divine, from that energy or entity that's of love and that's of light. We're dismissing anything that's not in harmony with love and light. And we're calling in my spiritual team in the high council and all those beings and entities that's for love to help me to clearly interpret, understand the message that's coming through and deliver that to the collective. Thank you guys so much for this opportunity. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, Leos. Okay, so I already got the cards laid out here for your overall energy. And I'm gonna move them over here so I can see, because I don't have a lot of space. So I got like an L-shaped smaller desk. And I have to make sure I'm still facing the camera and then my computer have enough space on the table too. All right, so the first card that you guys have is the Two of Swords. Okay. And the Two of Swords is talking about a stalemate. Like you come to a space or place where you don't know how to proceed, if you should proceed, or even if you want to proceed, is what Spirit is saying. It's talking about the inner conflict that you have going on within yourself, within your heart, your mind, and your soul. I don't know if you have been disloyal, if someone has been disloyal to you, for some of you, but whatever the reasons for coming to this stalemate is God saying you need a break. You need time to think about, everything that's going on from your side and from the other side to kind of regain like your balance or your equilibrium is what they're saying. So whatever this is, your side, their side, y'all like on the opposite ends of the spectrum and y'all not coming together. There's no collaboration here, is what Spirit is saying, okay? Then you have the Knave of Swords, which is like the Page of Swords. So it's like God is saying, I need you to take the time to observe what's going on because there might be some deceit on your part and the other party's part. You know what I'm saying? So it's something that's not clear, something you guys aren't seeing that you need to pay attention to, okay? Because this is our observer card, this is our spy card, and me looking at that eye right there in his neck is something that he's not paying attention to. And it's some kind of deceitful energy that's around, or somebody's being deceitful. I mean, it could be you or it could be the other person, okay? So it's like use your intelligence, use your logic as you try to decipher through this energy and make sure that you examine everything, okay, is what they're saying. Because it's something that's still not known at this time. And I feel like whatever this unknown is, when you do find out what it is going to throw you off guard or it's going to be unexpected, is what you're unexpected, okay? So also they're telling me to tell you to be careful. Leo, sometimes you guys are very outspoken. They're saying that your outspokenness at this time can come at a cost. Like it may harm the situation more than make it better. So they really kind of just want you to quietly observe what's going on, and being in this stalemate, this Two of Swords energy is actually a good thing because they don't want you to decide one way or another, or to go in one way or another, one direction or another yet. They want you to just pay attention to everything because it's something that's unknown. They want you to use your logic and your discretion as you work through whatever it is you're working through in your mind, and not to actually verbalize it at this time. Just kind of like take it all in, understand what's going on, and just kind of keep it right there, right now. Okay. All right. So the next card that you have is the Justice card, which is the card of balance and fairness and things of that nature. Okay. So what they're saying with this one is the reason why they want you to stay here in this Two of Swords energy at a stalemate is because they want you to kind of balance the energies out in your mind, and because they want you to find harmony in whatever this is. They want you to find a neutral ground. Being neutral in a situation is what's going to bring out whatever news is being hidden or suppressed. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you come at it loud, like you barking and I want to know this, I want to know that, what's going on with here. I think it's going to make the other person retreat and you're not going to get what you need. But if you remain neutral and more level headed, whatever is hidden will come out. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And it also trying to remind you too to not abuse your powers is what they're saying. They kind of stay neutral in situation. Like if something do come up, like an argument or something, if you don't voice your opinion right away, because it could cause you to be angry or upset, you will get more information because like you're allowing the person to speak, you're allowing the person to share, and that makes you gain more information and gives you more leverage on making a decision on what to do. Okay, that's what Spirit is saying here. So be the quiet observer, take everything in, because there's some things that's unknown, that's not on the up and up, and they want you guys to pay attention. So look at every little detail. Okay, so kind of use your logic instead of your emotions. If you notice, the swords represents like logic. The cups in the spread represents emotion. I don't see any emotions here. They're saying they want you to use your logic in deciphering through whatever this is in order to understand what's going on fully, in order to have that balance energy and really fully get what they're saying. Because whatever's going on, you and the other party are on the opposite ends of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all like completely opposite in how y'all feel and what y'all think should go on. So in order to get clarity on the other person's perspective, remain neutral and listen. Take it all in. You can still be forming your opinion in your mind, working things out in your mind. Don't say it out loud yet. They don't want your emotions to show with this. They want you to get all the information that you can get. Okay, Leo? All right. So then you have the Judgment card. Okay. So look at that. Look how he looks kind of serious there, right? So the Judgment card is talking about reaping what you sow. It's talking about atonement. Okay. It's talking about confronting the truth. So whatever comes out during this time, the truth is a cycle is going to end. So something may come to an end once whatever is found out is found out. But Spirit wants me to remind you, with every end of one cycle is the beginning of a new cycle. Okay. So make sure that you're using your intuition and your logic to make decisions, not your emotions and how your emotions, your frustration, your irritation with whatever this is. Okay. They want you to think of all the possible repercussions. What can happen if I say this or if I do that? What'll happen if I stay? What'll happen if I leave? What'll happen if I, just everything that can happen? Look at it from all different perspectives is what they're saying, because they're saying that they don't want you to regret something later. Okay, they don't want you to regret something later. So make sure you're hearing all the information, you're thinking about all the possible scenarios from every perspective about how to handle this, and you're attacking it. If you attack it that way, it's almost like you're working smarter with the problem. Okay. Oh, let me turn my thing off. My phone started ringing. You're working smarter with the problem. That's what they're saying. Because the ding, I think that's confirmation. Okay. So what they're also telling me to tell you is they don't want you to be critical of yourself at this time. They want you to be just more reflective. You can reflect on what's going on and not be critical. You're taking it all in to make a judgment. It's like you gathering information. You're in the gathering phase of whatever this endeavor is. Okay. So don't be critical. Just kind of take the information in is what they're saying. Yep. When you're taking information in, they want you to also analyze yourself, because self-analysis is the best. If we could always stop and look at how we're interacting in a situation or how we feel about something instead of just going with what we think should be, I think people will be in a better situation, because it's like looking at yourself, doing that self-evaluation helps you to either cope with what's going on, help you understand why you're either putting up with something or not letting something go. You know what I'm saying? You work through your own inner conflicts, and that naturally resolves the situation. Because like I always say in relationships, it's just a relationship is two people coming together and they're like reflecting all of their positive and negative qualities off of each other. And then sometimes when those negative qualities show up, by an argument that happened or how somebody responded to something you said, it's your opportunity to not only look at what the partner is saying, but what you said and why you said it and why you feel the way you feel. And does it really have anything to do with your partner, or is it something within you that needs to be resolved? So we're mere reflections of each other. And the whole point of being in a relationship is so that we can understand ourselves on a deeper level. Because if we were just by ourselves and we saying whatever, talk to ourselves, one, you know what I'm saying, we probably go on saying because we don't have anybody to reflect anything off of. We need the other person to bounce our energies and our, like, you know, what we're saying off of them, you know what I'm saying, to relay back to us how we're coming across. I hope this makes sense. So self-reflection happens a lot when you get into a disagreement or argument with a partner, because you're forced to look at your part in it along with their part. And that's what Spirit is saying they want you guys to do. Okay. Yep. And whatever you can amend, like if you notice whatever comes up has something to do with you more, and that you were deflecting or you were just frustrated about something else that had nothing to do with them, they want you to make amends with your partner, ask for forgiveness, and then forgive yourself to move on. If it's something with your partner or something that you know can't be worked out between the two of you, that's okay. Even if it breaks off, not saying it is, but even if it does, you need to forgive them and yourself in order to move forward. Because holding on to things that makes you upset and angry only affects you. It hurts you. It causes you pain, and then you bring that baggage or that pain into your next relationship, situationship, friendship, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to take out your anger and frustration based off something that happened in a disagreement with a partner on someone else, when it really doesn't have to do either with the partner or the other people. It has something to do with you, something that you haven't worked through emotionally, something that triggered you as a result of whatever went on between you and the spouse or the partner. Okay, so okay, move on. I went too long with that. You got the Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles typically means like good communication between people, but they're saying for whatever reason, there's a possibility that there was a breakdown in communication. Not you or the other person wasn't fully communicating truly like how you felt or what you wanted. So for whatever reason, because sometimes people get locked in cycles. It could be like you stand in something for financial reasons. It could be you don't want to rock the boat because you don't like to argue. Whatever reason, something wasn't being communicated. So they want you guys to take a step back and kind of look at, like I just said, the situation and kind of like evaluate everything. And why am I in this? Why do I want this? You know, what am I really upset about? You know, can I really live with this? You know what I'm saying? Like that type of energy. Okay. And they're saying that they want you, if this situation with somebody is something that you want to work through, you're going to have to look for common ground with that person, something that you can, like a compromise, let me say. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're working through situations in your relationship, it's not 100% your way, it's not 100% their way. It's 50-50. So that's something you have to consider. So if you're not willing to compromise, you have to rethink a relationship situation at this time. Okay. And some with some people is a little bit more easier to compromise with than others. And that's what Spirit means when he says, like, you know, or we're not evenly yoked. Okay. We have to make sure we're matched with somebody that's more in line with our ideas and what resonates with us. You see what I'm saying? So when you got two people that's on the opposite ends like that, I mean, that's good because you learn a lot of lessons. You be able to teach each other a lot of things about yourself and other person. But sometimes that gap right here, you know what I'm saying? Because opposite ends of polarity, your thoughts are over here, their thoughts over here, y'all just on two different pages, maybe even two different chapters of a book. It's a huge gap. And if that gap doesn't close by compromising, like I'm compromising this, I'm coming a little closer, I'm compromising this, I'm coming a little closer, and at least get like at least to here, it's not going to work. If the gap is too wide, it's just not, it's a non-compatibility issue. So they want you to look at all that. Will you be willing, or would you be able, would the partner be willing and able to close the gap to kind of come to some compromise? Okay, so that's where y'all at. For some of you, you got the Ten of Swords here. So some of you, it may be an ending, okay, or you know, a change in some way, but it's saying that it's whatever is going to be a dramatic turn of events. Something's going to come to light, and it's going to be a dramatic turn of events. Okay, so don't make sure whatever happens that you guys don't have regret, or make sure there's no betrayal, like you're not doing something to betray somebody, or even if you notice that your partner is doing something to betray you, make sure you're not staying in something just out of financial reasons or because habit, you're used to it, or you don't, you know what I'm saying? They want you to find a way out. They want you to be brave. Okay, that's what Spirit is saying. Okay, ooh, that was a lot for you. We spent 14 minutes just going over the overall energy, which is great. But now we can go into a little of the details with your reading. Okay, and we'll make it quick. I'm not gonna make this long for Leo because you know I like to keep the readings like really 20 minutes, but we'll see. Okay, this is for Leo. Thank you, God, for this opportunity to read for the sun sign of Leo. But we really look at anybody who has Leo in their chart. So make sure you guys check out your birth chart to see if you have Leo in your chart, because this could apply to you in some area of your life, is what Spirit is saying. Okay, now give me a situation with the Leos. Give more detail about what's going on with them. Okay. Okay. In your situation, Leo, you have the swords again. Look at this. You have the king. Okay, let me show you how it fell out too. The king of swords came out first. Okay, so that's like, you know, being logical, but you know, you could be being too aggressive, too abrasive towards the situation. You have the queen of swords. Same thing. You're logical, but being too abrasive with something. But then right in between it, how it fell out was temperance, which is showing like they want you to have more of a balanced, softer approach to this. So even though whatever's going on between you and your partner may be upsetting and it makes you angry, it may make you want to like lash out in a negative way, you know, they want, like I said, be calm, take a breath, listen to what's being said so you can get the full truth, you can understand what's going on. You can read between the lines, you can use your intuition, understand deeper. You know what I'm saying? To balance your emotions so you can get understanding between these two energies. Remember, opposite polarities, the opposite ends of the spectrum want different things, but you got to find common ground if you want it to work, is what Spirit is saying. Okay, so this is the only way. Finding common ground is going to lead to like emotional fulfillment. You know, and it can be emotional fulfillment as far as, okay, we're going to make this work because I'm going to like compromise here, you compromise there, and then we're going to try to make this work. Or it could be, well, I realize I hear what you're saying and I understand what you mean and how you feel about that, but that's something I can't compromise on. In order for me to attain happiness, I'm going to have to let it go. It could be either way. You know what I'm saying? But whichever way, Spirit wants you to have contentment and emotional fulfillment in your life, is what they're saying. Okay. All right. So let's look at the energies just around you or the person, or just energies just here. It could be messages from your angels and spirit guides. Okay. So we have the Emperor, the Knight of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. So the energy that I'm getting is a lot of you are really guarded, and you're really standing strong in your position. You don't want to either move on or let it go, but it's like it's delays you not getting what you want. That's what I'm getting from. It's like it's a strong force, and you're rooted in your position. You're being inflexible on the situation. Okay. And they want you to be a little bit more mutable. Okay, so that you can focus on what it is that you're wanting from love. If you stand too strong in a position and then things don't turn out the way you want, it's a possibility that your heart will be broken. Okay, and I say this because it's a different approach that you could take to avoid so much heartache and pain. You know what I'm saying? If you take the more diplomatic approach, I guess is what I can say. A more diplomatic approach where you more balance your emotions and like what you're demanding of a situation. Okay, that you avoid a lot of conflict that way. But you got to be truthful about what you want, and you got to be honest, and you got to let the other person communicate and express what they're trying to say, even though it might be painful to hear, is what Spirit is saying. Okay, that's how you manifest the type of life you want. That's how you get your thoughts in order, your life in order, by being truthful and being able to receive messages that may be hard to receive about yourself. But if you remember the whole purpose of the commitment or relationship or situationship, could be like a family member that you're going through this with. You understand their role and why is that way, because it's making you understand something about yourself that needs to be worked on or needs to be healed, is what Spirit is saying. So something that comes to an end might not be an end in a negative way. It might be a way to regroup to get your life in order. And maybe you didn't notice this. Maybe you wouldn't have noticed this about yourself or even the other person, or what you're willing to put up with another party until the situation happened. Okay, so let me look at aspects of this for you, Leo. Okay, let's see. You got the King of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So it's showing that It's showing, I feel like Leo, I'm reading it two ways with this King of Pentacles. It's like you want stability, and I know that's what you want, but I feel like, because like you remember you got the Emperor up here, it's like you're rooting yourself so much in what you want, but it's not balanced. You know what I'm saying? It's like these two opposing ideas here, and it's trying to find a way to bridge those two ideas, is what Spirit is saying. Give me some clarity on this. They're saying that how you view strength, Leo, is like being aggressive, assertive, and standing your ground. But in actuality, this may be the lesson for you. It's not about that. Strength comes from a more gentler space. It's like inner strength. It's like confronting your own demons, confronting what it is that, you know, that's making you frightened in the first place, because it's really nothing to fear. It's just a matter of rearranging things to make the situation better, is what they're saying. So it's like you stuck because you want it this way. I want it that way. I don't really want to leave, but I want it to be this way. But in order to get what you want, you're going to have to release the thing that you're holding on too tightly to. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. That's when you're going to see improvements. Okay. And it's like you're battling. It's like you're battling with your higher self and your lower self. You battle with the high priestess in you and your shadow side. That's what Spirit is saying. And that's making you like, if I'm to do it this way, this is your higher self, and then your lower side, your shadow side. If I want to do it this way, then what if I don't get what I want? What if I let this go, then I won't receive this? God is saying, if you hold on to it, you're not going to be happy. You're going to be discontented with it, because it's not going to be really what you want. And then you're not really winning. I mean, are you really winning if you hold on to something you that you don't want, just for sake of not want to let it go? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's something you're struggling. Whatever you're going through is an internal struggle. You're battling something in your mind, and your heart, and your soul, and this is necessary. It's a necessary evil, because it needs you to work through that internal conflict that's going on. You need to work through the shadow energy, because you're blocking your own peace, your own contentment, and you need the time to take the blindfolds off and really look at yourself and look at the situation and just reassess, figure out what it is you really, really want. Why is it so hard to let go, or so hard to be honest, or so hard to, you know what I'm saying? You need to reassess the situation, is what Spirit is saying. Okay. All right. So let's look at what's testing the situation with you. What's testing the situation with Leos in regards to this energy that's around them, or what's testing the situation with Leo Spirit? A lot of you are afraid to take a leap of faith, to move on to something different in your life. Even though happiness is there, you know what I'm saying? You're afraid because you're used to what you've been in. Yeah. So it's like, so you can become too greedy by trying to stay in something that's not for you, because maybe you're staying in it for financial means. You know what I'm saying? Is what Spirit is saying. You can become too greedy, but you're gonna, let's say you stay, you probably still get the security that you want, but I don't think you're gonna have the happiness or the emotional contentment. It's gonna be like a lot of anxiety with it, a lot of frustration. It's gonna be hard to work through how you're feeling. So it's like this energy where it's time for you to move to something different, is what Spirit is saying. That staying in something can make you stagnant and not get what you want, and it also make you have anxiety. So you can stay in it and it will work as far as like you're in it, but will it be something that's content and emotionally fulfilling for you, is what Spirit is asking. Okay, let's look at what happened if you pass the test, Leo. Well, they're saying if you, let me make sure, I don't want to talk too soon. Okay. Yeah. It's okay. So what they're saying is, it's like you're at a crossroad. You have an opportunity to go in one direction or another. Okay. And if you leave and bring the situation to an end, it's going to be new opportunities for you, like happiness and like a brighter future, probably even marriage, if that's what something you're looking for, maybe in a commitment and it's not leading to marriage and you want that. If you leave, you can find this faster. Okay. With the King of Swords, like moving towards what you want, moving towards your happiness. But if you stay, there's going to be a lot of frustration and a lot of work to be done. So what Spirit is saying is you can leave or you can stay. If you stay, you're just going to work through some more issues with the partner. So you're going to be reflecting each other. Okay, so you can stay. The Knight of Pentacles is you stand, and then the Seven of Pentacles is you working through the issues, which could be frustrating. But if you leave, you can move faster towards the happiness that you seek, which might not be with that person or be with a partner in general. It might be something you're working out within your own psyche, your own soul, your heart, your mind, something that you have to work out. Okay, and if you leave, it is going to be a new opportunity for you. Something that leads you to what you want faster than what you're receiving from this situation. Because this is a situation where you're learning lessons, is what Spirit is saying. You're learning lessons about what you want, and then maybe if you stay, maybe it's okay, because maybe you have some more lessons to learn. Maybe you're not completely sold on whatever is presented right now and you need the time. So either way, it's okay. Okay, so what they're saying, but you have to make a decision to stay and stay in it fully and do the work and invest in yourself and the other person, or leave and work on you and move faster towards what it is that you're truly looking for on a deeper soul level. Okay, now I'm trying to look at the outcome for Leo. What's the outcome, or any more advice or energy that you want to give to that situation? Spirit is saying that you can manifest the type of life that you want. It's in your hands. Okay, you can start a new beginning. You can give birth to just like a new situation. But in order to get peace of mind, you're going to need that time alone. Okay, so that's what they're saying. They're not telling you what to do. Again, as human beings, we have free will. So this is the energy I'm picking up at this time, and advice is coming across from Spirit through me for you. But you can go in any direction that you want. Okay, so they're saying if you go the single road, if you be independent, you have more peace of mind. You can start a new beginning that's more focused on your passion and what you want. You can create the type of reality you want. Okay, is what they're saying. You can move out of like conflict and move into like emotional content situation. They're also saying if this situation doesn't work and you move towards your happiness, this can lead to another commitment with somebody that's more in line with your ideas and what you want. Okay, you don't have to be in conflict. You can have emotional contentment in your life in every way, but you have to allow what I call this tower moment to occur. So remember at the beginning, we were saying that something was going to happen unexpectedly. It's going to happen like an unexpected thing. It's going to happen. It's going to feel catastrophic. This is what I'm talking about. Is this moment. It's like this, you making a decision. Should I go or should I stay? But if you go, you are going to uproot whatever you have with this person, the stability that you have with this person, the financial security in some instances. Okay. I'm also getting, if you speak out against something, you feel like you will uproot your financial situation. So maybe that's why, you may not, it's coming through, not just in terms of relationship, but in terms of relationship between other parties, like spouse. It could be a spouse, but it also could be like family members or friends. It's something that you want to speak out on, but you can't, or you can, but you don't want to, because you feel like it's going to disrupt whatever connection you have. And I think a lot of it is rooted in like security with somebody, or maybe just feeling secure with that person. I don't know. Interesting. All right, so let's get some advice. First, I'm gonna get the advice for the love portion of this, and then we'll get advice for the stability aspect of it. So give me some advice for Leo, if this is in terms of a relationship or a situation that's going on with a spouse or a partner in their life. They said that you guys need to have compassion. That's what's going to nurture you at this time. Compassion for self and compassion for the other person that's involved. Okay, so all parties involved. So, be more compassionate and understanding towards the situation. I think it says intention. Set your intention. What is it that you want? If you're going to move towards something else, get clear on what it is that you're trying to manifest in your life right now. So part of whatever this relationship or situationship was had to do with you discovering who you are and what it is you truly want. Okay, so now that you know that, you need to set your intention to move forward. Okay, one more card for the love aspect, and then we're going to the security aspect. Ooh, progress. Once you set your intention, that's when you're going to see progress. And I think the progress is going to come in some kind of passion, new beginning, some like idea that you have or something you're going to create is what they're saying. But they do feel like it's something you're going to do on your own and not with this partner. Okay. And then whether you're ready or not, if you're not ready, it's fine. But when you do decide, just know whatever this is, whatever you're setting your attention towards is going to move you into a positive direction is what Spirit is saying. Okay. Okay, now let's look at the security aspect for you, like how your finances will be affected, or like in that way. Okay. Spirit, give me some. Okay. Oh. They say, guys, if you walk away from this situation with this person, you're gonna have more clarity. You're gonna have more cooperation, and you're gonna meet the person that's really in sync with you. You're going to be in a divine connection, what we call twin flames, because what Spirit is trying to tell me is that this is a karmic situation, and it was put here for you to learn some lessons about yourself. Okay, so you're going to gain clarity. So I asked for stability, but I guess your stability means like emotional contentment. Okay, so you're going to, a divine connection is in store for you in your future. This is what you want. This is what you really want to manifest. Okay. And that's what they're saying, to set your intentions, and then you can move towards that. But you need to have compassion towards yourself, compassion towards the other person. They don't want you to leave the situation angrily or talk to the person rudely. They want you to be truthful once you gather information about what it is you want. What it is you want. Okay. So it's like right now you're in the gathering phases, and you're being honest and truthful to the person, with yourself. And then they want you to just kind of like be graceful of your exit if you do decide to leave. And how you handle this is very important, because it's going to, like, I want to say segue or however you exit the situation. Remember, because we said something like a tower moment is what you're going to walk into right now. So they want you to exit gracefully and compassionately, because that's the energy that you're wanting to receive. Okay. So how you exit this is very important to what the future holds for you. Okay. That's what Spirit is saying. All right. That's what I have for you, Leo. I hope it resonated. If it did, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you feel like you can share this with somebody else and help them, please do that. And I'm sending you guys light and love on this journey. Okay. And until next time, bye.